You know what? Men! Oh my God! Men!
So apparently there's this new fad, and I keep seeing it about it in lives, that, let me change these glasses. Got a little yellow tint going on here. All right, let's see. Oh, there they are. Sorry, I got like a million pairs of glasses. Okay. Where these men are, I don't know if they're calling them passport men or passport wives or something, I don't know. But apparently they're going to other countries to find women because they say American women are too modernized and too and we just want to be alone and single. We don't want to be a traditional wife. Bye. Go ahead. And when they get here and they see that you treat them like and expect all this from them, but you have no emotional exchange, or you expect them to be submissive, and they realize that they don't necessarily have to be that way, that your emotional intelligence is zero, they're probably gonna leave your ass too. But I mean, hey, go ahead with your bad self. Psst, by the way, we got room in the blanket fort for you. I was referring to the women you bring back when they leave you. We're gonna make room for them in the blanket fort too.
It is strange how these women are always forgetting to mention that Western women too go to foreign countries and try their chance. There are even movies about it, on how women go on sexcapades in foreign countries, but you do not hear men yap about it. But unlike men, Western women just go there to get their backs blown out by broke men in those countries because, just like in the West, the top 20% of men in those countries don't want anything to do with them. Maybe they will use them just for fun, but after that, nothing. They take the plane back in the US, and they are back to their lonely miserable lives with their cats. Which is not forcibly the case for men. There are men who go abroad just to have fun, but there are also men who go overseas to start new lives and start families. And that's why all those incels are mad. And, as usual, all they can do is shame men and spew all kinds nonsense, as if all countries outside of the US are in total anarchy, where you can just show up, take a woman and do however you please.
Did this man just admit that he went to a foreign country to find himself a wife because he wants somebody with traditional values, which means that he wants somebody that will abide by and listen to literally everything he says. He wants somebody to comply. He wants a slave. Traditional values. Oh, you mean seen and not heard, marital R word is not a thing, child rearer, cook, you know, like the good old days when women couldn't vote, when women couldn't have bank accounts, when women couldn't leave their husbands.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Imagine being in the adult entertainment industry and try to criticize a man for looking for a traditional woman. This is the level of disrespect that is in the West, women believing that they have the right to tell men how men should live their lives. Everything she talked about is pure and utter BS. In the US, women have had the right to vote since the 1900s, if I'm not wrong, the right to work and have a bank account for more than a century. But all of these airheads never talk about the responsibility side of the matter. Back in the good old days, women's rights were actually equivalent to the responsibilities that they had. But today, women have more rights, and close to no responsibilities, at least in the West.
This is predatory. This is disgusting, because the reality is the only reason an Asian woman would marry you is because of the prospect of a better life outside of where they're living. You literally just said you went and started looking for a wife abroad that had traditional values. You're fetishizing.
Jesus Christ.
That's gross. I'm so sorry for your wife, and I hope she divorces your ass.
You emotional damage.
She is calling Passport Brothers predators as if the women there had absolutely no say in the matter. Okay. And this pole rider is talking about fetishizing. So, a man who is looking for a traditional woman is fetishizing, but a woman who wants a man to be over 6 feet tall, make 6 figures or more, have a six-pack up and the facial features of a Disney prince is totally normal, no fetishizing in that.
Yeah, let's go into this. And this is an absolutely not. Men are searching overseas for women because these specific men want a woman who they can control 100%. Or as close to it as they can. You see, finding somebody overseas, they don't have a support system here. No, pupper. They don't have a support system here outside of their husband's support system, their friends, their family. They don't have friends here until they make friends here. And sometimes they're not really allowed to explore outside of the house, etc. because their husband doesn't want them to find that freedom.
The dog was the smartest one in the video, it barked to signal that BS was incoming, and it walked away. It is clear that the lights are on the top floor, but no one is there.
Okay? Also, there can be language gaps as well that make it so that they can't find friends. Okay? That also makes the woman completely financially reliant on the husband because they don't have a job for the time it takes to get their, is it citizenship or card? I don't remember which one, but it is at least a year after getting here that you have to, so I think it's a green card. You can't work in that amount of time, so you're financially reliant on your partner. Financial abuse of partners happens so often from men to women. And women that are from here and not, as reliant. But if you have no friends, no family, no support system of any sort, you don't have the ability to get a job, you may or may not be able to drive, you may or may not be able to speak English properly and be able to really find people. Do you now see why a lot of these same men are searching overseas to find quality women worthy of marriage? Yeah, let's reel that one in here, because what you're insinuating puts us back in, the early 20th century, late 19th century, and we're in the 21st century. Get the f*** out of here.
This woman has absolutely no knowledge of what she is talking about. If you have the skills and the right visa, you can actually work in a foreign country, drive, and pretty much do everything a local would. Just by looking at her, you can easily tell why men are getting their passport and going overseas. People like this don't care about the truth, all they care about is how they feel about something, and what they believe in. This woman is using DV to make her point because DV is a trigger subject. She is trying to destroy the passport brothers by linking going overseas to find a traditional wife with being an abuser. And as always, they always talk down about women outside of the West as if people there were still living in caves and that the people selling business was still going on. And in the next clip we will have a sister who will make fun of the passport brothers, but she will try to make it pass as if she cares about men and that she is just trying to give advices.
Hold on. Have y'all ever heard of the movement called the Passport Bro? I just heard about it and I think it's completely insane. So to my understanding, these are American men who are just tired of dating American women, whether they find us too difficult or we're not submissive enough, whatever. So they decide to go overseas and find themselves some foreign love. And you know what? I'm the last person who can judge because of my situation. So I'm not here to diss them, but really, I think the idea is insane because of what I have witnessed in my personal life. So for the bros who are just doing this to have a good time, then I don't gotta warn y'all because y'all know what's up. But for those of you who are seriously trying to look for love, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I doubt that that's gonna happen. In the beginning, everything is gonna seem amazing, especially with being in a different country. That just does something to you, so you feel like extra good inside, right? Not to mention the girl that you found, she's young, she's gorgeous, loves to have a good time, she does everything for you and to you. Oh, you're in love. But homegirl, oh no, she don't even like you. She in fact is playing you and is doing this for a come up.
No way.
Everything she said happened to men in the US. Not only do those things happen to men, it is encouraged and rewarded by the judicial system. You have Western women on the internet giving other women tips on how to exploit men. You have women teaching other women how to hook up with other men while they are in a relationship. You have women teaching other women how to leverage false allegations in order to destroy a man's life. And to top it all up, you have the judicial system rewarding women for deceiving men, the mainstream and women at large, shaming men for not accepting abuse and disrespect from women. And the cherry on top, the Western family court rewarding women for not performing their wifely duties and destroy marriages whenever they feel like it. Men know that the world is a dangerous place, it is not rainbows and unicorns, at least most men are aware of that fact. But they are still willing to do it. Western women don't give a hoot about men's well-being, how they vote is argument enough. But it is really strange how, every time they do care about men, it is only when men are either doing what makes them fulfilled, or how men are spending their money.
You went from searching for genuine love to accidentally finding yourself in a transactional relationship. Get ready, because homegirl, she is going to tell you all of these lies to get you to pull out your wallet. And you will dish out hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And this money is not just going to her. Nah, she's giving this money to her family, to her friends, and her boyfriend. Oh wait, you didn't know? Real talk, I used to be friends with somebody who did this very thing. And sis, she had no shame. Like, she legit did not care about this man. And this man legit thought that he found love. Little did he know the money that he gives her, she's using it to fund her secret life back at home. So please do not think for 1 second that you are the exception, because 9 times out of 10, it can be happening to you. Everything that I just described is very common and it happens in many countries, but I witnessed it firsthand in the Dominican Republic. So my advice, and I sincerely mean this, do not marry her. Do not get her a green card and do not bring her over here, because once you do, oh my gosh, your life is going to be a living hell.
Are they men who got played in a relationship with a foreign woman? Absolutely. But guess what? It is not going to stop, there will always be men who will get played. But guess what again? More men are played by Western women than by foreign women. And that's one of the reasons why the passport brothers exist. The men who go to foreign countries are absolutely aware of the fact that most women there are just looking for status and money, but guess what again? That kind of attitude was more prevalent 60 to 50 years ago, but now with how interconnected the world has become, most women, especially women in Southeast Asia, understand that it is not really a flex anymore to live in the US because a significant amount of Western men are settling in those countries.